We got U8, No, what's up? Life of Steve, Z Hall 93. Bronco Berry, like the fucking Arby's sauce for the jalapeno bites. That's a crazy name, man. Welcome to Bad Advice and Fucky Facts. It's a show I do. It's really, really weird. It's me giving you a bunch of facts. If you've never seen it before, it gets pretty fucking action-packed, so you're going to want to sit the fuck down for it, all right? Right out of the gate, I want to thank the artist for my background that you see here, Instagram.com/KPS_artwork. Give him a follow on the old Instagram. Big thanks to Life of Steve for moderating this. Thanks to you for watching it. You found this show. Oh, my God. And you're probably like, why the fuck would I ride into battle with this piece of shit right here? Well, there's one good fucking reason. And it's right here. Betty Jean Green. Look at her. Look right at her, my sweet sick fuck. She's your angel empress queen. Now, if you want to be a knight and ride into fucky battle in honor of Betty Jean Green, all you got to do here is type the word coitus, C-O-I-T-U-S, and we'll knight you the fuck up, and then you can ride into fucky battle with us, and you have an automatic family. One of the main rules, everybody love everybody. Fuck! Valiant Summer, thanks for subscribing, man. We got a coitus right there. D-Door, 13, rise a knight in the sick fuck army. Say rise to him, my sweet sick fuck. Yeah. So how the fuck are you guys doing? Good? Okay, so another reason why you should have faith in me as a human being is because I'm financially sound enough to own a fucking new Boba Fett helmet. Look at that shit. The visor's not stupid anymore. Look at it. Look at that shit. So, Bronco Berry said coitus, rise a knight in the sick fuck army. Those things cost a pretty fucking penny. So if you fucking lost faith in me as a human being, I'm getting my shit together, obviously. I can afford a new Boba Fett helmet. So that's pretty cool. Now to make sure that this fucking show isn't just an absolute piece of rotten shit, we like to say a prayer to the host of Unsolved Mysteries from the early 90s. If you ever get a chance to watch television, the first thing you should fucking do is watch Unsolved Mysteries from the early 90s. I mean, Robert Stack was amazing in that shit. He'd walk out of some fog. He'd scare the ever-living fuck out of you. It had one of the greatest theme songs ever. I can't say enough about that show and his hosting abilities. So, we're going to see right now if he'll help us with the fucking show and say a little prayer to him. So everybody shut the fuck up and have a little respect for Robert Stack, the host of Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack! Hey, up there in the beyond, listen. Dude, your work at Unsolved Mysteries was incredible. You used to scare the shit out of me, man. Every time I watch that shit, oh my God. It's crazy. You'd always walk out of the fog and then be like, it was a cold winter night and all that shit. That was fucking crazy, man. That was awesome. Thank you for your works in Airplane, and then also Beavis and Butthead Do America as well. If you could please help this show not be an absolute piece of shit, I'd really fucking appreciate that, because, you know, I'd like to save myself the embarrassment if I could. Robert Stack, thanks. I'll tell everybody about your work in fucking Unsolved Mysteries and all that shit, dude, I swear. Just help the show not be a piece of shit. Oh my God. And that is the Stack's prayer. So that's how we do it. We got a lot of new sick fuck nights. There was talk on the hype lines of potential hype train action. If you don't know what that means, well, obviously it means there's an abundance of fucking hype. I've been trying to be a more positive person. And therefore, I need to do this segment. It's the list of positive accomplishments for the week so far. And the one is that I lost 1 pound of body fat. And that wasn't easy. But it's another pound down. Or whatever. So, that's good. It reinvigorated me to want to exercise more and all that shit. So I'm back at it again, fucking caring about what I eat and all that shit. I figure by the time I'm like 75 years old, I'll be so fucking sexy. It's gonna be hard to keep panties up around me. That's for fucking sure. So the rest of the time on this show right here that you found, it's fucky facts like this. About 50,000 British criminals were transported to the American colonies for either 7 or 14 years as punishment in lieu of the death sentence. It ended with the American Revolution. UK jails then became overcrowded until they created a new colony of Australia, and the practice restarted. So that's pretty fucking crazy. Australians we have several causes here. We have several things we like to get behind, things we believe in as the sick fuck community. One of which is do not, and you need to talk to your fucking friends about this, do not try to live your life like Crocodile Dundee. Fuck that. Yeah, it's a cool vest made out of alligator skin. Yeah, it's cool to fucking be like, that's not a knife, that's a knife, and then pour people's cocaine into boiling pots of water when you think they're just doing some shit for their cold. That sounds like fun and games. But a real coke-addicted stockbroker at a fucking party is going to shoot you right in your fucking head. And it's going to end poorly. So, just don't try to live your life like fucking Crocodile Dundee. And either one of those fucking movies, Crocodile Dundee 1 or Crocodile Dundee 2. Talk to your friends about that shit. In February 18th, 1952, a huge storm hit New England, generating huge waves, and 2 500-foot tankers were broken in half by the heavy seas. Against all odds, a small Coast Guard lifeboat, piloted by a man named Bernie Weber, rescued 32 of the 33 men stranded in one of the tankers. So that dude is a badass Bernie. Thanks for the subscription, DK218. Yeah. Our sick fuck army grows, my sweet sick fucks. You know, a lot of people, I always get all kinds of questions. I can barely go down to the fucking grocery store and get anything without people being like, Andy, hey, how do you do it? How do you do it every Wednesday? How do you make that fucking magic happen? Well, I used to have a laboratory that people worked at. I had scientists, and they had an accident, and they turned themselves into half human, half fly creatures. So that was unfortunate. But that was mainly it, was science. If they had to ask one reason why this show happens every single fucking time, it's got to be science. And by the way, when I show Billie Jean Green to you, if in fact, I'm gonna tell you this, and then we're gonna do something to welcome all the new sick fucks into the and it said a fucking hype train's close. But if you see Billie Jean Green looking at you when I fucking say, hey, it's Billie Jean Green, like that, make a wish, man, because I think that shit could come true if you're looking at her in her eyes. But if she wiggles around and shows you her asshole, don't try to make a wish on that, because I think it come true in the Wishmaster way, which is another series of movies that everybody needs to fucking watch. It's about a fucked up genie. Anyways, let's build a pussy wall now, my sweet sick fucks, to welcome in the new sick fucks. And as a reward, if it can be seen from space, with your Billie Jean Green emotes or a equivalent pussy emote of some kind, I'm going to show you Billie Jean Green. That's how we're going to fucking do this shit. Build a pussy wall, my sweet sick fucks. I know you can do it. You might be scared at first. You're like, what's a pussy wall and why would I do that? Well, it's easy and you'll see why. Look, Valiant Summer's doing it. Holy fuck. Drunken Ugly's in on that shit. Humweed, the greasy strangler, he's done strangling for a second. Get some of that grease off him and build his part of the pussy wall. That's how I do it. Even that's just my battle scar with the muse. That works. That works too. You can even type the word pussy in the midst of a pussy wall. But sometimes I take that as an act of aggression because it seems like you're just being like, in the middle of my show, being like, pussy! And then I'm like, fuck! I am a pussy, I think. I don't know. No, I'm tough. And I go through that whole thing. But look what you fucking did. You built a pussy wall that I know can be seen from the International Space Station. And that's something that you can go home tonight knowing that you fucking did. So, come here, baby. They built a push wall. They did their job. Here she is. Look at her. Make a fucking wish. See? That's what we did. We built a fucking pussy wall together. So that's the kind of show this is. I don't know what you fucking expected. But I need you to stop yelling at me. Ugh, even you, Bitty Jean Green. Bitty Jean Green says the most foul shit to me. In houses built before 1971, it was common to have a medicine cabinet that allowed razor blades to be disposed in a slot that would drop the razor blades into the bathroom wall. So, fucking old-timey people were gross. What should we do with these fucking weird bathroom razor blades? What were they doing? Cocaine? Maybe. This is bad advice and fucky facts. If you're new to the show and you want to engage with the sick fuck community that you see going off in the chat, type the word coitus, C-O-I-T-U-S, right into the chat, and we'll get united the fuck up. Don't forget to watch everybody else from Dave and Chuck on here as well. Twitch.tv/actually Chuck the Freak, Twitch.tv/who the F is JC, and Twitch.tv/JAY the JOO. Follow those fellas. Also follow J-Gons if he's here. I thought I saw J-Gons in here. It's saying that we're close to a fucking whole train filled with hype, so I don't know what you want to do with that news, but it's pretty fucking cool that we're that close. We've had so much hype go out of here. Obviously, the train leaves and then goes to a hype refinery where it's fucking cut up with fentanyl or whatever the fuck, and then they ship it out. And after that, we don't have anything to do with it, but we just know that we created all that hype. Thanks for the subscription, Taubinator. Big thanks to all you guys for watching this shit. Oh my god. What a fucking miracle. In 1995, a man got so goddamn shit-faced drunk on a United Airlines flight from Buenos Aires to New York that he climbed on a service trolley and shit. Because of political figures on board, emergency landing wasn't an option, so everyone had to endure 4 hours in the air with this man's shit. I don't know what the fuck I'd do. I don't know. I'd be real mad. Not even... There's nothing on the snack cart that could fucking even take the edge off of that. Because how are you going to eat something when it smells like shit? It's something to think about. Hospital patients recover quickly when they're able to see a park or vegetation from their window. So make sure you can see outside into the world if you're critically injured. This is bad advice and fuck you facts. Beijing Green obviously is our Angel Empress Queen. So that's a pretty cool thing that we got going for us. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you about my week that was interesting in the fucking slightest, but no. Other than that Boba Fett helmet, that's pretty much fucking it. And you want to know if I was walking around wearing that shit? Yeah. Yeah, I fucking was. So, I hope that doesn't make me too dorky to watch this show. Because I know that when I'm here doing this show, you guys are like, everybody's like, that guy's so cool. But I know you're not really like that. Especially after I told you that I walk around here with a Boba Fett helmet on. In my leisure times. Fish and chips was an aid in winning World War II. Sir Winston Churchill saw the comfort food as a good companion and was a dish that didn't get rationed to keep morale up. On the front lines, troops calling fish and allies calling chips was an effective way to tell whether you were friend or foe. So that's pretty cool, and that shit's pretty good. Fish and chips, it's all right. Shit can get a bit greasy. So, I don't know. Those days are done for me. I have to eat just the fucking one thing I eat the same goddamn thing every day to lose that 1 pound. Oh my god. You had fish and chips for dinner? You did? That's just my battle scar? That's crazy. Was Gordon Ramsay there? Because he's got a restaurant called Fish and Chips. During times when people were burned at the stake, bags of gunpowder were sometimes tied around the victim's neck to shorten their suffering. So it wasn't all bad. There's a bad advice and fucky facts. It is all bad. Each one of these facts is bad, and the advice is bad. You can ask me for advice, by the way, like life advice, but outside of my financial, my fiscal responsibility that got me to a point in life where I can purchase a Boba Fett helmet, like a real nice one, that lends credence to this next segment that I do called Andy Green's Financial Minute. Or it's less than a minute, though, but it's a Andy Green's financial report. So invest in silver, because that shit can kill werewolves, and you can buy things with it. That's the way I fucking look at it. And then also invent something that millions of people will love. And then talk to me. Can you see? You want to see it? Yeah. Look at this shit. That's fucking quality right there. You can trust somebody that doesn't have one of these, or you can trust me with your finances and your whole fiscal future. But ask yourself that question when you go to see your money man. Does he have one of these fucking things? Mint. What's up, Perplexed Entity? This is bad advice and fucky facts. It's an all-around kind of cool show that, see, you got, like, funny. Also, never take financial advice from me. Oh, my God. Never take any of the advice here. It's called bad advice. If you build a pussy wall right now, for me, a celebratory one, I'll read the next fact for you in the voice of Christopher Walken, and it'll be something that you can remember and cherish for a lifetime to come. So, build a pussy wall, my sweet chick fucks. What the fuck you doing? Locates hard to find items. Yeah, it is, J-Tomp. Top of the line. Look at, you're doing it. Oh my God. I forgot even that I had said build a pussy wall. That's just my battle scar said. Oh, look at it. This shit. You guys are earning that fucking fact. Read in the voice of Christopher Walken. That's fucking great. I'm impressed. And I respect each and every fucking one of you for doing that shit. I mean, that's something, like I said, you can take that with you after the show, that you helped do this. So you've done it and earned a fact. Read in the voice of Christopher Walken. Amelie Germain, a 24-year-old lab tech, cut her finger while working with mice in 2010. 7 years later, she suddenly developed severe neck pain that spiraled into anxiety, hallucinations, and finally her death. 2 years earlier, accident had given her brain a brain-destroying prion disease. Whoa. I'm real tired. That fucking sucked. I'm sorry, but you built a good pussy wall, so nobody can ever take that away from you. But I'm gonna have to go study more Christopher Walken movies to get better at that, because I'm losing that one. Slow it down. This is bad advice and fucky facts. It's a show. Sometimes I forget that I'm doing it while I do it, but I want to thank you for watching it. If you're new to this shit, you can type the word coitus, C-O-I-T-U-S, into the chat. I fucking dare you. I want you to see what happens when you do that, because you'll have an automatic family. It's pretty fucking cool. You want to see Betty Jean Green? Is that what you're asking me, JT Lambo? Because, yeah, she's right here. Betty Jean Green! Now, one of my main causes is obviously don't live your life like Crocodile Dundee. And one of Betty Jean Green's main causes is to fuck this goddamn chair up. She fucking hates this chair. She watched me build it, and she said that's fucking making him so happy. So each day when he goes to work, I'm going to destroy it. Oh, is there a coitus right there? Tuxedo Brine, rise a night in the sick fuck army. Yeah, we got another one. We got another sick fuck night. Cool. You can be a part of that whole thing too, if you want. All you gotta do is type coitus, like they did, and you see. Their life's completely fucking different now. It's going down a whole different fucking path now because of that. So that's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, you can do that too. Big thanks to Life of Steve again for moderating this. And we used to have an ASMR segment. McBrower Rise! Yeah. Tell them, my sweet sick fucks. What was I saying? Oh yeah, here's a fucky fact. A modern highway now runs through the site of the Battle of Thermopylae, where 300 Spartans held back a massive Persian army for 3 days. A statue of the Spartan leader Leonidas stands just a few feet from the road. So it's crazy to have had such a fucking epic battle on the same fucking piece of land that somebody's going to get like a flat tire or like have to take like a drunken roadside piss. It's crazy that there's all that history there, you know? It's a weird fucking thing. This is bad advice and fucky facts. It's also a weird fucking thing. Check this shit out. There was some shit called the Danish Bog Army, and hundreds of 2,000-year-old warrior skeletons have resurfaced from a goddamn bog, suggesting a violent thing a battle occurred nearby. So that's, be thankful that if you're walking somewhere or walking your dog or whatever the fuck you're doing, that you don't have a bunch of fucking warrior skeletons bubble up from the fucking earth, because that'll just be kind of inconvenient for your day, I suppose. Because I don't know what you got to do. You got to either call like a museum, get a hold of some Indiana Jones motherfucker and see what he's got going on. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, we used to have an ASMR segment that would calm everybody the fuck down, but the guy died. But sometimes we dabble in the dark arts, and we fucking do what's called a butter seance. So we might get a hold of the effeminate Southern man with a lisp today. He's the guy who used to do the ASMR segment, but he died. He slipped on butter, and then he fucking really fucked himself up and died right there. But I know that he, touched a lot of your lives, so we'll try to get a hold of him later. Clarence Earl Gideon, who from his prison cell in 1962 wrote and mailed a writ of certiorari to the U.S. Supreme Court. The decision from the resulting case required U.S. states to provide attorneys to criminal defendants who are unable to afford their own per the 6th and 14th Amendments. So he was hitting the books. As you can see, there's some remembrance butter right there. Z-Hall 93, your best variety of hits and oldies. Boozy Bostonian. Some buttery silence. Buttery silence for the fallen, effeminate Southern man with the lisp. Here's I just watched Dune. I thought that was a good movie. When Dune 1984 was originally released in theaters, some locations gave out cheat sheets for people confused with the terminology of the Dune universe, which I get. That shit is fucking confusing, but it's funny to be like, I don't know, let me check my paper, my fucking cheat sheet to understand Dune. I kind of understand Dune. I mean, it seems pretty sandy. That's what I get from it. So, I don't know why you need a cheat sheet for that. A guard in India discovered a frozen lake absolutely full of skeletons 5,000 meters above sea level in the Himalayan mountains. Again, another real disruption to your day when fucking ancient skeletons or whatever just fucking bubble up or whatever right in front of you and you gotta fucking call a museum. God, shit is fucked up. This is fucked up too. It's bad advice and fucky facts. People say, why did you even do this show? And it's easy for Billie Jean Green. And then also because I woke up one day and I said, I know that I can do a show that will give me the means that I need to purchase a top-of-the-line Boba Fett helmet one day. And then look, dream it. Do it. I've been working on myself, man. Prairie dogs have one of, if not the most complicated language in the animal kingdom outside of humans. They're saying all kinds of fucking shit. Prairie dogs. So next time you see one, be like, hey, write it down more. Stop all your fucking yapping. Don't let your dreams be dreams. This is bad advice and fucky facts. It's a real dream of a show. I've always said that. Archaeologist Alexander Peave whose name is not as cool as Indiana Jones, was executed by firing squad in 1943 on suspicion of sending a coded message to the Soviet Union. It was actually an ancient inscription. He wanted the Russian archaeologist to help him interpret. The text remains undeciphered, so they kill him anyway. Whoopsie poopsie. It's the Russian way. This is bad advice and fucky facts. We did a lot today. I'm glad that I got to talk to you about those accomplishments. I have issues with is there a coitus right there? DK218, right! I wish I had more pyrotechnics. But, again, I'm having trouble even employing people to work at Bad Advice and Fucky Facts Laboratory, so I don't know how the fuck I'd even go about getting a fucking pyrotechnician for this show. And then also my apartment complex, I bet they get real pissed. They'd be like, Andy, this is whoever in the leasing office, did you have a pyrotechnician in your living room? And I'd be like, yeah. You want your rent, don't you? Well, to get it, I need pyrotechnics. And then they'll probably fucking mace me in the fucking eyes, and then I'll be like, fuck! All right! And then I gotta fire a pyrotechnician, which I assume is a pretty stressful fucking thing to do. Could you imagine having to tell your fucking pyrotechnician, like, listen, I gotta let you go, because my apartment complex doesn't want you doing pyrotechnics in here, which is my bad for hiring you for a streaming show. But it's just not working out, so we gotta amicably part ways. And then the pyrotechnician's like giving me a look, and I'm like, you're not gonna set everything I own on fire, are you? With pyrotechnics? And then he's gonna be like, and I'm gonna be like, you probably fucking will, won't you son of a bitch? And I'll be like, get out of here! Ha! And I'll kick at him. I'll kick dust at him. Floor dust. That's how that would go, I think. So, Whitney's here. Did you just... Whitney, I was explaining why I can't have a pyrotechnician. We thought about adding pyrotechnics to the show very briefly. And it is it's not going to happen. It's his ectoplasm. Hey, the Australians, they invented a fucking boomerang grenade during World War I. And that's maybe the dumbest weapon that's... Here we go, let it go. Oh, fuck! Didn't think that through, did we? Again, if you're just joining the show and you have friends that hang out with you and they're like, I've been thinking about getting a crocodile vest and living like Crocodile Dundee, getting a hat. And you just gotta slap them right in their fucking mouth and you gotta say, don't you ever fucking do that. Because that's one of our main causes here at Bad Advice and Fucky Facts. How's everybody doing, by the way? Thank you so much for watching this show. It's a wild ride. The golden age of piracy between the 1650s and 1730s happened because of more valuable cargo being shipped over vast ocean areas, reduced European naives, and corrupt officials in overseas colonies. So that was when pirating began, which is some crazy shit. I'm glad that I didn't have to fucking do that shit, because I'd have probably gotten seasick. I'd have probably been fucking eaten by a giant squid right away. I mean, who am I? Who am I kidding? I would have fucking fallen off I'd have been like, finally, I'm a pirate, yes! Let's go fucking plunder! And then I fucking fall off the goddamn boat and am dragged to the very worst parts of the ocean by a fucking giant squid. Fuck that. I don't know what I would have done. Hopefully I would have done something that would have been cool in those times, because obviously death at sea is no good. This is Bad Advice and Fucky Facts. It's basically impossible to get a hamster drunk due to how efficiently their livers process alcohol. So, in case you were fucking wondering, what the fuck are you wondering that for? This is Bad Advice and Fucky Facts. I don't mean to yell at you. I know you're my audience. I want to take time to let Whitty Whitney know that she's one of my favorite people. And all you sick fucks are my favorite people. But Whitty Whitney, I'm glad to see you here. You're the shit. When Apollo 11 landed on the moon, they had about 15 seconds of fuel left, so that wouldn't seem like enough fucking fuel to me. I'd have been like, well, we're here. We're on the fucking moon. People fuck around with that moon. I don't think we really want to know what's going on with that shit. I mean, I played Destiny 2, and then it fucking, on their moon, there's all kinds of shit. So, I don't think we want to go fucking around up there too much. Your work clothes are in the washer. Dry them tonight or use it as an excuse to be an hour late for tomorrow. That's, you want to fucking, you should just dry your clothes tonight, man. You know? What are you fucking waiting for? All right. This is a moment in your life that you need to really stop and think, like, fuck, dude, do I want to be the kind of person that would live that way? Where I'd let clothes sit in the washing machine till the morning? Or do I just want to fucking dry them tonight? And you're going to be looking into a mirror, and you're going to be saying that to yourself, like a cop from an 80s movie. And then you're going to have to fucking figure it out. Because that's up to you, man. That's your life. This is bad advice and fucking facts. I said it's bad advice. That's probably good advice, what I just gave. Sometimes it can be good advice, but I always say it's bad advice. Takeout restaurants existed in ancient Rome. More than 200 were discovered in Pompeii, and most of the houses had no dining or kitchen areas, suggesting that cooking at home was not common. So they had fucking DoorDash. What in shit? Stinky laundry. Yeah, it's a real shithouse situation. You want to hear some crazy shit? The original Death Star model from 1977's A New Hope was used as a fucking trash can in Missouri in the 1990s by a store owner who didn't know what the fuck he had. How the fuck did he get it? I wouldn't have never thrown trash in the Death Star. What a weird sentence that is. If you're new to this show, by the way, and you don't know what the fuck's going on, I totally get that. This show's real fucking weird. It's in honor of my cat, Betty Jean Green, who's off camera looking at me like she literally wants to murder me and then see if that fucking pyrotechnician will set this chair I built on fire. But she's why we do the show. And then if you want to join everybody in the chat and have an automatic family, type the word coitus in there and we'll get you knighted. And you'll be a knight in service of Betty Jean goddamn Green. The oldest known Earth rock was discovered in 2019, embedded in a boulder brought back from the moon by Apollo 14. It's the first discovered meteorite from Earth, so it's the oldest fuck. Nobody knows what's going on. Rocks and space. Shit's fucked up, man. I look at rocks sometimes, and I'm just like, what? You gotta think about this shit. But don't think about it too much, because then you'll descend into absolute fucking madness. Doing it right now. Due to their high fat and lower water content, pistachios can self-heat and spontaneously combust if stored improperly. So I like to think of it as the pistachios having one last surprise. They're like, thought that I was just going to be a regular pistachio, huh? Bloom! And then they fucking explode. So, pistachios. Bumblebees bite plants' leaves to cause them to flower a month earlier than normal. So what the fuck is that, bumblebees? But I like bumblebees because they're like, they seem like fat, but they can still fly. It's like if I had wings and could fly. I feel like I'd be similar to a bumblebee. They'd be like, dude, you gotta stop putting holes all over the fucking wood around my house or whatever. And I'd be like, I'm a bumblebee. They're real fat. And that's funny. But I'm trying to lose weight. So don't make fun of me for being fat, because I'm sensitive about it right now. Hugh Glass, the main character of The Revenant, was a real person who was in fact mauled by a bear and then left for dead. he managed to live to tell the tale and forgave the 2 men who had left him to die. So he was pretty fucking cool about it. He was laid back about that situation. Now I know that you just been skull fucked so fucking rough in your brain with these facts that the new wrinkles are probably causing you a great deal of pain. And we used to have something to take care of that. It was an ASMR segment that would calm you the fuck down. But that man has died. So what we're going to do right now is do what an ancient practice, which is called a butter seance. All right, so get your butters out. I'll do it too. I know it's very sad, Whitney. We'll do a butter seance. Butter seance. To try to contact the effeminate southern man with a lisp. Look at it. The ancient practice of a butter seance. Hello, my sweet sick fucks. Look at that. Look what you're doing. That's so amazing. Everybody joining together to get all that butter to do a butter seance just to contact me. You're asking, where are you, effeminate southern man with a lisp? I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm in goddamn the Egyptian underworld. It is fucked up here. I got here and immediately Anubis was like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's the Egyptian afterlife. Shit. And he's like, well, get on the boat. Fucking scary times ahead. And I'm like, fuck. And then he tries to shake the boat and fucking tip you out of the son of a bitch, and you're looking into the sea of the dead, and it's like, oh, fuck. And then he grabs you're like, what are you going to get, man? That's that a beer? You're going to throw me a beer? And he's like, no, I'm going to throw you a human skull. And then he hits you with a fucking human skull and fucking head, and it gets pretty crazy, and then he'll fucking tell you some jokes and shit, and overall, it's a mediocre fucking experience, if you ask me. But you said just enough butter to get me to say just that much, so I'm going to disappear back to the Egyptian afterlife. Be careful with butter on top. Whoa! That's a butter seance, so if you never see one of those fucking things, you'll remember that one, I bet. This is Bad Advice and Fucky Facts. Big thanks again to Life of Steve for moderating this. Don't forget to follow everybody else. From Dave and Chuck the Freak, twitch.tv/actually Chuck the Freak, twitch.tv/who the F is JC, and twitch.tv/JAY the JOO, and also Jay Gons. Again, thank you guys for watching this shit. We do it every single fucking Wednesdays. Don't forget to check out Andy Green Has Issues on YouTube, which is an actual show. That shit's on there, youtube.com/Andy Green Radio. I hope your Wednesday night was incredible. Thanks for learning shit with me. Billie Jean Green, thanks you. Bye.